Okay, this is continuation of lesson 4.4. We're using prime factorization. We're on example 2. We want to find the GCF and the LCM of 60, 72, and 84. The GCF of 60, 72, and LCM, and 84. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime factor all of them. So let's start with 60. Here's another way to prime factor. I can do 2 goes into it 30 times, 2 goes into it 15 times, 3 goes into it 5 times, and so I get 60 is equal to 2 squared times 3 times 5. 72. Okay, so 72. 2 goes into it 36 times, 2 goes into it 18 times, 2 goes into it 9 times, 3 goes into it 3 times. So 72 is 2 cubed times 3 squared. And then I'll do 84. Okay, 84. 84, prime factor, 2, 42, 2, 21, 3, and 7. So 84 is 2 squared times 3 times 7. So now let's look at those pieces. I want to do A. A is the LC or the GCF. The GCF is the greatest common factor. Okay, so it's going to have pieces. This greatest common factor is the largest thing that goes into all of them. So we look at shows up in both of them. We have a 2 squared in everything. Okay, so 2 squared is part of what we want. 2 squared. Do I have a 3 in everything? I do. The lowest exponent is 1, so 2 squared and 3. 5 is not in everything. 7 is not in everything, so 5 and 7 are not common factors. But a 2 squared goes into everything, and a 3 goes into everything. And so the greatest common factor is what is 4 times 3, which is 12. That's our greatest common factor. We've got a 2 squared. We've got a 3. 5 doesn't go into everything, it only goes into 60. 7 doesn't go into everything, it only goes into 84. Looking at B. B is the LCM. That's the least common multiple. Okay, the least common multiple means we're going to take each piece, which is, I've got a 2, I've got a 3, I've got a 5, and I've got a 7. Okay, all those show up. Now, 2, 3, 5, and 7. That means the least common multiple, the things they all go into, would be 2 cubed, 3 squared, 5 times 7. Okay, 2 cubed, 3 squared, 5 times 7. I got 2, largest exponent, 2 cubed. 3, largest exponent is squared, 3 squared. 5 shows up once, 7 shows up once. 2 cubed times 3 squared times 5 times 7. 2 cubed is 8 times 9 times 5 times 7. That's 72 times 35. And 72 times 35 is, oh, let's see, I'm going to take it over here. 72, 35. I don't know it off the top of my head, so I'll multiply it out. If you have a calculator, feel free to do a calculator. 5 times 7, 360 is 35 plus 1. And then 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, and so I add those together. I get 0, 2, carry the 1, 5, 2, 25, 20. 25, 20 is my LCM. Okay, so I'm going to write that a little bit nicer. 25, 20. That's the LCM.